back up a step. So you've worked in the for-profit and the not-for-profit.
Yep.
What tip may you have for all of us that maybe you gleaned from that we could apply in our businesses?
Sure. So I think no matter what you're doing, you have to have a passion there, and it may not be something that like right away you start with. There's some, like one of my favorite nonprofits I worked for was up in Wisconsin, and it was for individuals who have been affected by domestic violence and sexual assault. When I applied for that job, I wasn't necessarily passionate about that. I didn't know a lot about that field. And as I started working with those people, as I started to see how well ran that agency was and how many people they were positively affecting, that grew into a passion. I mean, I threw myself completely into that. So I think sometimes you have to give yourself a little time to see, what's going to drive me in this position. And like I said, every time I would go into the corporate world, I would end up being on all their nonprofit event planning committees. I would end up being that person in every corporate position. And I thought, why am I not just going back to where I feel really good about what I'm doing?
Do you think they're both very different, though, or do you think there are some synergies there?
No, no, absolutely. There's absolute. You kind of cross over, because for instance, when I was in corporate field, I managed a lot of people, and so I use those management skills every day with the over 300 volunteers that we have. We have a couple of staff, and every day I use what I learned in the corporate world here. I mean, managing people, being nice to them, showing them that you appreciate them, trying to lift them up and set them up for success. That's the same no matter what you're doing. That doesn't matter what field you're in.